Hey, all. Good morning and welcome to ShareTreck. This is Raj here. Friends, yesterday I made a catastrophic mistake by going short on AMD as well as NVDA. And today I'm going to take a little bit of a pause to reorient myself. So I don't have much insights to share today because honestly, I'm a bit disoriented. I'm looking at the S&P 500 futures. They are mildly positive. We also happen to have a line of support out here. If you remember yesterday, I had mentioned that the support out here is very strong at around 6,932.75. And actually that support worked very well and it pushed us off. And we ended the day very positive. And we also crossed resistance of 6,980.75 and converted that into a support. So the test for today would be to see if this new support at around 6,980.75 gets confirmed and becomes a foundation for further price rise. So I'm going to stay on the sidelines because my logic was that after such a huge gain out here, if you look at the gain that we had, it was almost 2.35%. And I was thinking that there'll be a little bit of sell-off, but it didn't happen. So obviously I'm not on the right track. So I'll wait and reorient myself. That's it. Let us look at NASDAQ futures. They are up 0.04% as we speak. And we have the parallels out here. Let me just switch off my cell phone. We have doji candle forming right now, and it seems to be a little bit of indecision, and I'm also in a state of indecision. So NASDAQ also could go either way. And if you look at QQQ, the market is up 0.62%. Hi, hot dog. Thank you for joining. The QQQ is up 0.62%. So right now my frame of mind is that I don't know what the heck is happening. So I'm going to stay on the sidelines. My call yesterday was 40. And today I'm just going to reorient myself. There is plenty of trading days. So I've already sold half of the shorts that I did for AMD and NVDA. I booked the loss and I'm out of that right now. The other half is still there. I'm holding on to see if I can recover something today. No fresh trading positions as of now. The dollar index is kind of trying to recover a little bit. And VIX is also elevated again. We are below the 20% mark, so that is still okay. And there'll be plenty of resistance on the way up. So this is another factor that I'm considering. But I find that most of the times, whatever I think is likely to happen, the opposite happens. But I'm not willing to just throw my logic away and just blindly invest opposite to my conviction. That would be absolutely gambling. So I'm in a very confused state this morning. Let us look at gold. Gold is also going down further. Now, in my opinion, I think I mentioned this yesterday as well. I am thinking that if this is the bull flag, and this is the flag portion, this is the flagpole. So the flagpole is out here, and the actual flag is coming down. So if this was the flag, it has already crossed more than 50% of the flagpole. So in my books, it is not a bull flag anymore. So I'm going to take this section out here, right from here to up to here, and consider this to be a bare flagpole. In which case, what we have here is going to be a bearish pennant or bear flag, and the probability of us breaking down is much higher than probability of us breaking on the upside. Having said that, on the way down, it has got a lot of support out here at 5,004.867, and then it has got support at 4,809.238. So if more days pass and we come down, it's easier for it to break down. And even today, if we come down here, we'll get pushed up exactly like it happened with our NASDAQ. Sorry, where is it here? Yeah, as it happened with S&P 500. See this formation out here, this diagonal line and this horizontal line, both together pushed us up. I'm thinking that something similar would happen if we arrive here. So every passing day is good for us, for it to come down, if you're a bear. And if you're a bull, what you're looking for is to break out of this top line of resistance of the flag. And if we do that, then the projection is that we could go all the way up to 5939.137. It seems fantastic, but that could happen. So this is what I'm thinking. But I ran it through AI this morning, and AI still believes that this is a bullish formation and the bull flag is still intact according to AI. Hi, Uddhav. Thanks for joining. So we'll find out whether AI is right or my understanding of bull flag and bear flag is right. It will be a learning moment for us today. So given all of these things, I'm not going to do any trading today. Let us look at the US 10-year yield, which is falling down further. Yields going down is good for the economy. So we have this line of resistance, which probably we might confirm today. If we close below, I would say 4.198. And you have USD JPY pair. It is moving in the right direction for the markets to flush down. But the differential between Japanese 10-year bond and US 10-year bond, that is what is going to make the difference. So I need to do a little more study on this. I didn't have time to do it in the morning. But Hot Dog, if you have any opinion on this, please just type in there. It will make my task a little easier. So having said that, let us go and have a look at AI and see where NVDA is. NVDA is up 0.54% in pre-market trades, and it has got a resistance at 195.96. It will get some support at 187.83. We have Google, which is down 0.64% in pre-market trades, but the 100-day exponential at 318.66, which is this yellow line, is going to be the support today. And if you look at Meta, it is down 0.16% in pre-market trade, and we have a resistance at 676.16, which is going to perform the role of a resistance today. If we open below it, and it will become the support if we open above it. Right now we are at 676.16, bang on top of that. And if we fall below, then we will get support from this lavender line or mauve line, or whatever color you may call it, this particular line, which happens to be at 669.47. This is the 100-day exponential moving average. That's going to give the support. Microsoft is up 0.24% in pre-market trade. The most important thing would be now to cross 416.21, which happens to be our resistance for today. And right now we are at 414.51, up 0.22%. That's a positive. To play the bull case, I've kept MSFX here. I have not bought any of that as yet because I still am not convinced, but I'm holding on. Let us look at Amazon. Amazon is up 0.42% in pre-market trade. A very good resistance at 211.67. Right now we are at 209.60. And I will take the opportunity to dismantle old artifacts, targets that have already been exceeded and met, and keep the chart a little clean. Let's go on to the next one. AMD. AMD is up 0.07%. I had AMDD yesterday, in which I incurred good losses. I lost around I think 9% of value. So I sold off half of the AMDD. I have the other half with me. Likewise with NVDS. I've got half of it with me. One is a 1x bear, one is a 1.5x bear. So today I'll see what happens. AMD is looking a little weak right now, and it has got a resistance at 220.41. It will get support along the 100-day exponential at 213. We have next is Apple. Apple is down 0.50% in pre-market trades. It will definitely get some support at 272.15. Let's go to look at Tesla, which is up 0.37% in pre-market trades. We have this head and shoulders target, and that is going to take us to 366.44. But today we are up 0.37% in pre-market trades. And the news that is doing the rounds is that Tesla is investing about $2 billion in its robotaxi fleet, Optimus robots, improved battery production, and AI projects, including integration of xAI, recently acquired by SpaceX. So there's a lot of financial voodoo going on out there. But I would like to now see if we have a parallel channel that we can look at out here. I think this parallel channel kind of fits us. So I would expect that either today we break out of this parallel channel or come back inside and get some support at around 407.48. Right now we're at 418.85. Our initial resistance is the 100-day exponential at 423.54, which is this line out here. And then we have the horizontal line of resistance at 428.12. Oracle is bouncing back. It's up another 0.26% in pre-market trades. It got a good bounce from here. Now, if I was to take this back, you will see that there was a gap up that happened here. And this comes from 30th of April 2025. And we got a really good bounce off from here. And we still have this parallel channel in which we are traveling. The biggest test would be, are we able to break out of the parallel channel? The resistance today is 168.13. If we break out of this and confirm above this channel, that would be a little bit of improvement for Oracle. Next, I would like to look at SMCI, which is down 0.27% or 0.30% as we speak. It will get a support from the 50-day exponential at 32.91. And overall, the chart is looking pretty decent. MACD, momentum, market sentiment, everything is positive. And this comes on the back of a really good earnings report. So everything is optimistic for SMCI. I still have SMCZ in my portfolio. I might dollar cost average and try to take some profits out of that. That's my plan for SMCI. And the next one that I want to talk about is Palantir. Palantir is up 1.32% in pre-market trade. I have a little Palantir on the Canadian side, which is already profitable. We have resistance at 144.72. Right now we are at 144.70. That is up 1.25% from the previous close. So it's looking positive. And if we break above 144.81, then I think the next resistance for us is going to be the 200-day exponential, which is at 153.92, which is this red line that we see out here. That said, I think the market sentiment, everything is looking bearish for Palantir. However, their earnings and projections are fantastic. I think that is going to turn the tide and improve the vitals of this stock. So I think it's looking positive. And we have MP. I have some MP stocks. I made profits and I had the 50% remaining. That was around 50 shares. So last week I had bought another 100 shares of MP at below $60, and I sold it at around 62.1 or something yesterday. So I still have the original 50 with me, but I have taken off some of the profits and diluted the losses. So I'm holding on to that 50 this morning, and I will dollar cost average. I just want to make sure that my overall transactions for MP at the end of the year turns out to be positive. But right now, the overall transaction is slightly negative. I want to make it positive because MP, I think, is a stock which will regularly give opportunities to make money. So I want to focus on MP. MP is rare earths stock, and the US government has taken a lot of stake into MP. It's considered vital for the defense establishment as well. Plus, we have this diagonal line of support, which happens to be bull channel. It's a very sustainable, moderate bull channel, and it has now coincided with the 200-day exponential moving average. So I'm feeling very strongly that this is a very strong support and will bounce off this support if ever we come down to it. So MP seems strong to me. Our earnings for MP will come up on 26th of February, so that's a long way away. The other thing that I wanted to talk about was Tempus AI. I still have some holdings of Tempus AI. It's down 0.79% in pre-market trade. It's at 56.67. But I'm thinking that this particular support out here at 47.20 represents a huge dip. So if we were to take it from the peak and go all the way down here, that's a drop of around 54.52%. We have bounced off a drop of 49.35%. I'm thinking that is good enough for it to reach all the way up to 59.47. This will be the real challenge. So I'm not giving up on Tempus AI as yet. I would like to watch what happens next. It's in the intersection of AI and medicine. So medicine always does. Food, clothing, shelter, medicine, these are things which will survive tough times in the market. And AI is the theme for the future. It's the future industrial revolution. So Tempus sits on the cusp or intersection of both of them. So I'm primarily bullish on Tempus AI and still holding on to my positions there. Maybe a dollar cost average. That's my plan out there. I was talking to you guys about Wipro. I have around 450 shares of Wipro. I had thought that it would bounce back, but both in India as well as here, Wipro shares are tanking. It is because of Anthropic AI tools for coding. That seems to be the problem. But my logic is basically that even Wipro itself can use Anthropic and reduce the staff count and increase their margins. Because at the end of the day, somebody has to use the AI tool. And those people need to get some kind of knowledge of coding so that they can take it beyond where AI coding tools can take. I have personally used AI coding tools to create components for my website and to create components for web-based windows taking live data so that I could show them on my live stream. But it ran short most of the time. It doesn't perform as well. So it is not yet there. And if it was really strong and it was something to be worried about, a person like myself with a little bit of technical background, I have done C programming in the past. I have done FoxPro and DBase and Clipper, those kind of programming. So I'm familiar with programming. I've done Java as well, HTML coding. So I should have been able to use AI to create web-based components, which I could use in my live stream. But every time I tried it, I didn't succeed. So yeah, so I don't think it's still out there. And anyone who wants to use AI code needs to have AI knowledge, coding knowledge, as well as AI knowledge. So Wipro could have a very good opportunity there. For that matter, Infosys and other Indian IT companies like Cognizant, HCL, HP, all of those people can do pretty well. That is my thesis, and I'm going to stick with that because these companies reinvent themselves and they do very well. Now, having said that, let's go on and look at anything else that I want to talk about here. Let's go to genomics. Pfizer is something I'm still having high conviction on. I still think it's going to 28.17. I have around 1,200 to 1,300 of these stocks on my Canadian side. They are in loss of around 18% or something right now. But I believe in Pfizer. It's going to do very well. We had the earnings also, which was done very well. So yeah, I'm sticking to it. It's a long-term holding for me. Prime is flat in pre-market trades. Resistance today is very strong at 3.88. Right now we're at 3.59, flat in pre-market trading. Intelia is down 1.04% in pre-market trading. We had a resistance at 12.32. Right now we're at 12.36, having pushed above the resistance yesterday. So yesterday we had a really good day for Intelia, and we converted two resistances into support. I'm marking them green here right now, and they are going to play the role of support today. The initial support at 12.35, and the resistance is the 200-day exponential at 12.58. So there is around a 20-cent trading range for Intelia today. Caribou Biosciences is down 1.23% in pre-market trade. And the 100-day exponential, the 50-day exponential at 1.67 is going to be the resistance today. Pre-market, we are at 1.61. That is down 1.23% from yesterday's close. So that's what I'm seeing out here. Next, let's look at Beam Therapeutics, which is down 0.22% in pre-market trade. Resistance at 28, which is the 100-day, which is the 50-day exponential. Support at 26.32, which is the 100-day exponential. That is the place where we are. Overall, all the indicators are bearish for Beam. Altimmune, is up 0.21% in pre-market trades. I've done this bullish pennant out here, and the probability is always that we break out on the upside for the bullish pennant. We have broken out on the downside out here, despite the fact that the 200-day exponential was a very strong support. We broke down below that, and we also broke down below the 50-day exponential moving average. So Altimmune is looking absolutely bearish to me. So this morning, whatever positive we are seeing, I don't think it's going to stick for too long. Editas is up 0.55% in pre-market trade, but we are going to get resistance at 1.89. Right now we are at 1.82. Illumina is flat in pre-market trades. Illumina is likely to come down and do a gap fill. It has fallen below all the three exponential moving average, including the 200-day exponential moving average. Pre-market, it is flat. Piper Sandler has lowered the price target of Intelia, for Illumina from 195 to 170 per share. So all of those investors who are taking heed of those advice are also likely to be selling out from Illumina, even though the price target is much higher. They will be doing their risk management based on these kind of advices. CRISPR is down 0.08%. I'm still holding on to it. It's negative. I got 100 shares. We have support today, which is going to be at 48.13. We have resistance today, which is going to be 53.22. Right now we are at 49.66, down 0.08%. All the indicators are also negative for CRISPR Therapeutics, and we have earnings coming up on the 17th of Feb. Today is the 10th. A week down the line, we're going to have earnings. So it's looking very interesting out here. If we were to hazard a guess, I think this could potentially be sell the rumor, buy the news kind of event, because we are already dipping. And if I want to check out how much we have dipped from the peak to right now, I would say we have dropped 36.45%. That's a significant drop, and we have a whole lot of consolidation in this area out here. So there's a good deal of conviction still available. I'm going to remove the old artifacts from here. The head and shoulder targets were met. The reverse head and shoulder targets were met and exceeded and then consolidated. Let me clean this up a little bit before I proceed ahead. I'm just going to knock out unwanted lines. Okay, so that said, let's go on to look at Allogene, which has got a few trades. Pre-market, it's down 1.18%. It's going to get resistance at 1.79, and it could get some support in the 50-day exponential at 1.54. Grail is up 0.01%, and it's going to get some support at the 50-day exponential, which is at 96.26. The 50-day exponential has been supporting the stock price for the last 2 days, and we have resistance at this diagonal line of resistance from the past. That is continuing to give resistance for today, and for today the resistance is likely to be at 102.49. Right now we're at 100.41. So that's what I'm seeing out here. Next, let us look at what else we have here. Okay, this is not a double top, so I'll let that go. Okay, let's go on to look at PACB. PACB is up 1.09% in pre-market trade, and we have broken out of this diagonal line of resistance. And we have converted that into a support. It seems the diagonal line of resistance would have been at 1.84 this morning. Right now we are at 1.86, so we have broken out above that. But I'm not going to mark it as yet. Let us see where we open, because overall, all the indicators are negative. Market sentiment is totally bearish. MACD is bearish. Fully bearish, and then momentum is way below average, and we have earnings on the 12th of February after hours. So I'd like to give it the benefit of doubt and see what happens today. And let us go on to have a look. Oh, that is a double top here. That is a double top. Okay, so I'm going to pull this line from here to here. I could say that this is a double top. And for the double top, the neckline is somewhere out here. Let me change the color of this one. I'll make this yellow. I'll make this yellow. And I'll put one more line out here, which is the neckline. So this is the neckline. So if we break out from here, that's a heavy fall all the way up to 1.09. For PSE, we could fall all the way to 1.09. So that's a possibility out there. So guys, this is what I'm thinking. I'll leave this here and we'll check it as we go ahead. Next, let's look at ARCG, which is up 0.55%, and it's going to have resistance from the 100-day exponential at 29.52, and it's going to get support from the 200-day exponential at 28.03. Right now, it's up 0.55% at 29.24. We have Vertex. Vertex is down 0.22% in pre-market trades. It's going to get support at 463.60. Let me mark this as a support out here. We created this as a support yesterday when we had a huge candle go up. And the reason why it went up is also because some of the analysts are going overweight from equal weight for Vertex. Again, it's an established pharmaceutical company and it's got a lot of things going. So it's a sentiment play. It still has resistance. Once we break out of this resistance, I think it will be good. Even otherwise, the resistance was a very steep bull channel, which was not sustainable. So I wouldn't worry too much about this. I think we're going to move sideways and move out of the orbit of this steep line. Ginkgo Bioworks is down 1.48% in pre-market trades. It's going to get support from the 100-day exponential at 9.92, and it's going to get resistance from the 200-day exponential at 10.74. Next, I'm going to look at Precision, which has got no trades pre-market, and it's going to get resistance today at 4.94 and support at 4.30, which is a 100-day exponential. Eli Lilly is up 0.56% in pre-market trades. This to me seems like a flag, a very extended flag, and it's a bull flag. So the breakout is going to be phenomenal when it happens, because this is the bull flag. I will pull it from here all the way to here, and then let me draw the flagpole. It's more like a pennant. It's more like a bullish pennant. So it's looking good. It's looking good. But I don't have the kind of money that I need on the US side, but I could try this on the Canadian side. I'll let you know if I buy. I would like to buy after the breakout happens. I want to be cautious because the price is quite high for Eli Lilly. And they are doing some acquisitions. They have acquired Orna Therapeutics for around $2.4 billion, boosting their genetic medicine and cell engineering capabilities, especially for CAR-T. They are interested in Orna Therapeutics for ORN252 for autoimmune diseases. And autoimmune diseases is an area, if a CAR-T succeeds, it's going to do very well. We have CRISPR Therapeutics also in the same play with CD19-based CAR-T therapy that they are working on for lupus. So yeah, everything, there's a lot going for Eli Lilly, but the market sentiment is bearish, MACD is bearish, and momentum is just at average. So I would like to wait and watch what happens out here. I want it to break out and confirm the top line as a support, and then I would like to get in that. That said, let's look at Ultragenics, which is down 0.59% in pre-market trades. Oh yeah, it's back into the flag, and I think I'll have to reset this flag. Maybe it's more than a flag, it's a megaphone. It's got a megaphone structure. Or I could look at it this way and say, yeah. Anyway, I don't know what the heck is happening out here, so I'll let it be. Uddhav is here, so I'm going to look at United Health, which is up 0.03%. But friends, I think it's got support at 269.03. If it fails the support, it's moving all the way to 221.23. Let's look at Team. Team has met and exceeded our target, but it's not yet forming another pattern out here. Market sentiment bearish, MACD bearish, and our momentum is at the rock bottom. So it has to get a little bit of a dead cat bounce, but it is not getting a dead cat bounce. Let us look at the earnings that they announced on the 5th of Feb. It was pretty decent. So I don't know what's happening out here. One of the problems would be that AI, the anthropic factor, which is affecting Wipro and Infosys and software companies like that, that might be affecting team. And what I said for Wipro applies for team as well, in my opinion. Any package software can get a lot of synergies. I'm just extrapolating this from what we heard from Amazon in 2025. They clearly said they saved $35 million upgrading their software using AI. And my understanding was that the AI was able to upgrade the software to a certain extent, after which they used human programmers to do the fine tuning and correcting certain things that had to be fixed so that it could be ready for being deployed live and being used in the real-time scenario. So I think team can also get those kind of benefits. Maybe they will talk about that in the next quarter, and these software shares will start bouncing up. So that's what I'm thinking about team. Now, having said that, I would like to go and have a look at currencies. Yesterday, I bought a Bitcoin short. So I'm going to talk about that today with you guys. So Bitcoin is down 2.07% today, and I'm looking at Bitcoin. I'm looking at Bitcoin negatively because I was looking at this as a bearish bear channel, and I had plotted a target of 55,670.32. So I decided to put my money where my mouth is. So what I did was my play was MSTZ. That is T-Rex 2x inverse MSTR daily target. So I have 100 of this in my portfolio, and it is profitable. It's moving in the right direction today. So I'll hold on to this for a while, because I think the underlying, which is Bitcoin, is continuing to move down, and MSTR on the downside is more vulnerable than Bitcoin, because Bitcoin itself, let us say, if it constitutes, say, 100% of risk, then MSTR is a company which holds Bitcoin and has got its own cost over and above what Bitcoin may have as its cost. And it has issued a lot of bonds in order to buy Bitcoins. That is my understanding. So they are going to be in a squeeze. And if they get squeezed, I want to be on that side. So I'm looking at MSTZ as the instrument to play, because it is shorting MSTR, and indirectly it gives me much better handle on this risk. Now let me turn my attention to the chat section. Uddhav, good morning, thanks. Good morning, Hot Dog. Hot Dog says, I got in at 50 with them. I'll keep adding if it goes to 40s again. Yeah, thanks for sharing, Hot Dog. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, I'm not adding right now. I'm just holding on. I have booked significant losses yesterday, but overall this year I'm in profits because I had booked a lot of profits earlier in this year. So I'm not complaining. But what I did yesterday was I had a couple of shorts that I took out instantly together, and I took out like 500 units or 200 units that way. Now I'm thinking that I would like to nibble going forward. Only one position a day, and that too, not 500 units, but just 100 units. Take it step by step. And that way, if there is a loss at the end of the day, I want to sell off and, square the losses so that I don't carry it forward like I did with FNGD. So that's the lesson from the previous year that I'm using right now. So with that, my friends, I'd like to end this session, and I'll catch up with you again in the next one. Bye for now.